All right, here's the deal, man. We are stepping out on the water here in just a couple minutes, and we are going to show you these new baits that I just made the other day. I got a whole video that I'm going to drop. It might be just probably a couple shorts, but showing how to make them. And let me tell you, they freaking produce. I've gone 2 times since I made them. Each day, 11 bass one day. I've done 14 bass the next day. Last day I went and caught a freaking 5-pounder, 4.5, 5-pounder. I mean, these things are awesome. They're a stupid bait. You think there's no way they're gonna work, but I'm telling you, they freaking work. They're awesome. So we're gonna go kayak fishing today. Step out on the water here in a little bit. We'll get the big boat out at some point here and try it at another lake, but that's what we're gonna do today. All right, so check it out. So these baits are made from other baits. You use like a Senko style worm. So far the best color I've found is green pumpkin. People are using these baits, but they're not telling people how to make them. So I think there's a couple videos out there right now that talk about how to make them and whatever, but I've got a video that I'll show you how to make it. It's very simple. It takes a little bit of time. You can make about, I don't know, probably, I made last night about 45 minutes. I made about 8 to 10 baits. I can't remember exactly, but I modified a couple of them to be a little bit bigger. And I'll show you a picture of them here coming up, but they work amazing. And by saying a dumb bait, they're not dumb. You think there's no way that they can work, but they do. They work amazing. And so the thing that you do with these is you literally, the best thing I've found to do, they do work in open water if you can see the bass. But I don't have sonar. I'm not that rich guy, so can't afford it. I'm not putting myself into the poorhouse with it. And you know me, I'm a DIY guy, and I like things to do cheap and to make them work the same way. So if you know where cover and structure's at, these things work amazing. If you want to do, all I do is hit laydowns and docks with these things, and I'm telling you, they're freaking amazing. You cast them up. It's a very similar technique to a wacky rig worm, but these baits are tiny. You don't lose the worm like you do using a wacky rig worm. Because they're so small, there's no ability for the fish to throw them off. They just bite it. When I say bite it, they just freaking inhale the thing every time. And it doesn't matter if it's small or a 5-pounder. I've caught them all. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna try and film the technique, show you how it works, and I'm telling you, they're amazing little baits, and they're cheap when you do it this way. You can go out and you can sink for 4 baits. You can sink $11, $12 in no time, or you can go buy these Koike baits for $11 for one of them, or $12 for one, and you go out and you might lose it 3 fish in. Well, that's stupid. That's a waste of your money. These things, I'm telling you, they're called, one of the guys that first kind of came up with the idea was a fuzzy bait, and I'm telling you, they work amazing. So we'll kind of dive into it here in a little while, and once I get the boat on the water, or the yak on the water, and go from there. So, all right, hang on. All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna try and do this one-handed, okay? I don't have a mount on my kayak yet. So anyway, that's the bait. I'm gonna try and get it as close to, or if not under, that. There you go, that's a pretty good one right there. Get my tail flipped over. And all I'm gonna do is just let it sit here and just drop down to the bottom. And we're just gonna pump it, just like we're doing a wacky rig. Just like that. And all we're gonna do is just kind of keep the line, and you will feel it just tick. Or just start swimming off. You won't even feel anything. They just come up, they just eat it, and they're done, man. It is such a cool bait, and it works so simple, but it's very effective. Especially on its structure. If you know there's structure there, then they're all over it. If they're there on the structure, which a bright sunny day today, they should be under docks and holding structure. So we're gonna try it. This is my first dock I've come to, so, but that's how you work it. Pretty straight, pretty stinking simple. Like I said, holy crap, these things freaking produce. Now today's been a little bit slow. I've been out in the middle of Oh, middle of the afternoon, but holy crap, look at that thing. Look at that hoss. Oh my gosh. Freaking amazing. Same bait. There you go. Up under a dock, just like that. Probably 1.5 to 2 foot of water, and this thing just hammered it. Unreal. Wow. Like I said, I'm telling you, I didn't do a whole lot. Cast it up under, let it settle down, and it just engulfed it.